vegetables. Ever recommended a restaurant or a TV show? You're advocating for that restaurant or TV show. I bet you advocate for your children, your team, your employees, and your friends. I hope you advocate for yourself, your ideas, and the things you want. But if you don't, now you will. Because I'm going to give you the tools to do it so well that you'll get what you want every time. I know these tools work. I've used them to help hundreds of witnesses advocate for themselves when the stakes are high and the pressure is on. Too many people want someone else to do their advocating for them. My coaching clients struggle with this every day. When we first begin working together, they often say, "I wish you could do it for me. And if I could, I would. I love to advocate for others. It was my life's purpose for 20 years. But when you ask someone else to advocate for you, something is missing. No one else has your heart, your passion, your experience, your talent, your brain, your interest, or your charisma. No one else can advocate for you better than you can. And the sooner you recognize that you are your own best advocate, the sooner you can start using these tools to win." An ironic epiphany. It took a perfect storm for me to finally realize that I, too, needed to learn to advocate for myself. I had to make some different choices and then advocate for what I needed to get what I chose. Before I realized that I could use these 10 tools to ask for the things I wanted and get them, I reached a dark place. It was 2015, and I had just finished a 2-week trial outside Philadelphia. We'd won, but there wasn't much time for celebration. My car was packed with trial binders, exhibits, and suits for another trial, this one scheduled to be 3 weeks long and 2 hours away. I was sitting in my Toyota RAV4 outside the Good Day Philadelphia studios on Market Street, about to go in and do a television piece on a legal story in the news. Then I was to drive north, get settled in my hotel, and start advocating for my next client. But I didn't want to. And I was afraid to admit that to myself or to anyone else. To the outside world, it might have seemed like I had it all. I often felt like I did. But I wanted to make different choices for my life and my future. I had a lot, but somehow I wanted something else, something more. And sitting there thinking that made me feel selfish and greedy. My life was full of gifts. I had a great legal practice, a fabulous condo in Philadelphia, a share in a shore house, and a charismatic boyfriend. Not only was I a successful trial attorney, but I'd also built a speaking practice and was doing multiple media hits. I'd traveled to Los Cabos, Ireland, and all across the United States speaking to doctors about how to advocate for themselves and their patients. Despite all of this, I was unhappy. Trials are a zero-sum game. Someone wins, someone loses, and the results are public. I was tired of that. And I was tired of fighting. Trial lawyers fight for a living, and many lawyers enjoy the fight. That was never me. I have my psychology degree, and I enjoyed counseling my clients. I loved teaching them to advocate for themselves. And I knew that the counseling I provided and the tools I gave them to advocate changed them forever. But that was no longer enough. I wanted something different. I wanted more. And I was afraid to admit that to myself or anyone else. Specifically, I wanted to do more television. I'd recently started doing legal analysis for CNN, Fox News Channel, NBC, CBS, and Fox 29. I loved it. The first time I did live television, one of the producers said, "This is one of the scariest things you'll ever do." He was so wrong. When you're advocating for a doctor who has spent her whole life dedicated to helping people, and now someone said she was careless when she wasn't, that's scary. Her emotions, her faith in herself, and even her reputation were on the line. And that scared me. But TV was pure, unadulterated fun. And the timing was great. There happened to be a ton of legal cases in the news in 2015. Anyone remember?